Then what? What happened?
By having a nuanced take, you somehow draw flack from both people who think you're hating on Kai and from people who think you're going easy on him.
That doesn't matter.
Give a shit.
Yeah,
I'm always going to still say what I mean and what I believe, regardless of what
nuance is fine.
Malicious clip chimpers are going to fucking do. I have done this for 4 years. I'm going to continue doing it. It's not going to change. Anyway,
guys, I just want to see what. Chat. Don't be weird.
It's very stupid. It could have been much worse. To cap it one more time,
Okay,
could have been much worse.
I said that too.
There have been situations
Good
with like, sporting
Continue.
events. There have been situations with other influencers that have gone south. There have been events where it's more organized, and there have been significantly more.
Mario guy,
like
where?
Fucking Astro World immediately.
Oh my
and that's an
god.
organized event. Okay. So I'm glad that way more violence
as always.
that could have occurred and way more death.
Bro, I'm being honest, some of these shatters like
was avoided. It's a good thing. Partially.
I don't even know what to say about that.
Afterwards,
That is a fucking black mold inside of the brain.
Behaving in an insane manner.
Hold on, Nico, yo, pick up.
A big part of the reason why it occurred, of course, is because of absolutely devastatingly negligent management. This is why I think you can't. Especially Kai's size, you can't throw an event.
Oh, yeah, don't watch that now.
You have to have proper protections in place, whether it be permits or
okay, then
on top of the permits, like actual fucking protocols, barriers, shit like that.
Let's begin with Alice Gaynor, live in Union Square, where
I think you were being extra careful pointing out how the media was covering it, considering the crowd was mostly black and brown, and it came out looking like you were minimizing and excusing their behavior when that wasn't the intention. There's a couple different things to say about that. One, when I'm talking about the media's reaction to a predominantly black and brown crowd, I'm very carefully and very deliberately comparing it to media's reaction to a predominantly white crowd, which is why I gave plenty of examples and plenty of comparisons and plenty of legal outcomes for content creators in the past that have had similar circumstances, whether it be Jake Paul, Logan Paul, or the Nelk Boys, right? Or sporting events, if you want to talk about that.
I'm down to do. My current take about all this is that I think it's just better to ignore. I think treat everybody like everybody, and so be it. I don't really give a fuck what the predominantly whatever it is in the crowd. I don't give a fuck. If you do a crime, you're a criminal, and if you do a bad action, you are a bad actor.
Ultimately, I'm glad
that just kind of goes right there, and it stops right there. It starts and ends right there.
And I'm glad that you know, the worst parts that could have happened were avoided. And as far as my perspective goes, yes, if you probably saw a clip of me undermining the event in and of itself, like, oh, they were dancing in the fucking streets. I'm talking about the way that the media was covering it and how they were making it seem as though it was the most brutal, worst thing that happened in New York since 9/11.
Mr. Chair will
with a bit of an overkill. Cops from 5 boroughs being fucking deployed to this one location, and then the worst parts of it that they could show was you and your chat laughed at a 60-year-old man being assaulted. Yeah, dude, totally.
Fuck out of here.
It was great. We thought it was great. We were so on board with it.
Did he answer my call or not?
The typical Hassan viewer in mass, they're just dancing though. Monk Boy 69. Emmett Till them. I wonder where these fucking swarms of absolutely psychotic losers are coming from.
Yeah, where is it coming from? Well, yeah, it is a good question actually. Guys, that's a good question. Where is it coming from?
Just like, come on, dude. It's unhinged.
Huh? Me?
Where are they coming from? What? How do you have that fucking perspective? Here's a lawyer take on Kai's situation. Yeah, it seems motherfuckers are taking it overboard. Yeah, you caused the riot, lol. Yeah, it was I did that.
It's a hot situation in New York where it looks like he was arrested and they're considering charges of inciting a riot, unlawful assembly, and possibly other charges. And with any criminal conviction comes possible jail time, probation, costs and fines. Based on what we've seen, his conduct didn't come anywhere close to this. To be guilty of inciting a riot.
Yeah, but you legit downplay someone's livelihood and equate.
Guys. I'm Masters 4. Yo, this is X on the beat, yo. Okay. Deadass. Anyone knows that boy? I don't know, he's just so soy. Anyone knows that boy? I don't know, he's just so soy. Voting against you, right? And it's those people I always go against, and I always make it a line in my heart, okay, that I'm coming. I'm fucking coming. It might take years, it might take a decade. I'm fucking coming, yo.
Okay, yeah.
What?
It's a long time to be coming for, but
What? That's alright. I'm not doing both. It's just like small things. Like
it's just a long time to be on the edge for, you know.
No, right. But when you're coming though.
Yeah.
Like some people, like, bro, I don't think you get it. Like whenever I was like a liability for everybody, and I was a big like brand risk. I've told this story a bunch of times. Some of my friends would get like not invited to tournaments. Some of my people wouldn't get sponsor opportunities. And they quite literally turned close friends of mine into people that didn't want to associate with me anymore, and turned me into an enemy of my closest friends, right? And that's like internal damage. That's not even damage on the surface level. You're not even creating an image, or these are like, that's like very, very internal damage, you know? And I always made it a line that like I'm not gonna come out and say fuck this person, whatever. I'm not gonna do it. When it fucking comes down to it, you're going to get fucked over and you won't even know where to look. And that gives me like some sort of it gives me some peace in me that they tried their best to fuck me over, right? And I will just see who did it, right? They will get completely fucked and they'll never know what fucking hit them. And it will drive them insane and fuck them for it. And that gives me peace.
Okay.
Because now I'm causing fucking permanent brain damage. And they deserve it. They deserve it. That was their intention, not the result. Right?
Yeah, I mean, some people do, I think, yeah.
You want, yeah. Alright.
Okay, well, listen, I have a debate tomorrow that I'm...
Yeah, and I gotta go.
You fucked me over for, so...
No.
Yeah.
Well, you will win regardless, right? And
not on this one, but we'll see.
Oh no! Oh no! Our debate! It's broken! What happened? Wait, the answer actually study?
It's the guy's name is Ryan Dawson. He's like we'll figure it out. I've got 6 hours tomorrow to study, so we'll see what happens. All right. Well, hey, thanks a lot for...
See you, man.
Yeah, thanks. Have fun. Stay safe.
Thank you, man. Thank you for everything.
Yeah. Anytime. Bye.
Bye. I enjoyed that. That was pretty healthy. I mean, I'm sure that some people were going to use some of the stuff I said against me down the line, or like be rude or something like that, but I don't really give a fuck. I think I shared enough that's like, oh, okay.
Das habe ich nicht und das werde ich auch niemals haben. Im Gegenteil. Und die Sache ist jetzt halt hier, nutzt er das Ganze, um das jetzt mir wie auszulegen? Ich bin gespannt.
Freiwillig in psychologische Behandlung begeben.
Und ja gut, wie gesagt, er hat den Tweet gelöscht, er hat eingesehen, dass das halt doof gepostet worden ist. Also ja, ich fand der generell, das habe ich auch schon damals gesagt, muss man jetzt auch nicht alles neu aufrollen, dass das, was er zu diesem Pride Month gepostet hat, sehr oft auch, also ich auch nicht gut fand. Auf jeden Fall. Ja, er schreibt halt einige LGBTQ-Supporter, aber es ist halt trotzdem sehr allgemein gehalten, weil LGBTQ, IA+, weiß nicht, wahrscheinlich möchte er halt tatsächlich, also ne, gibt wahrscheinlich echt Leute, die da dumme Takes bringen und so weiter, das will ich gar nicht verneinen. Aber dann hätte er zum Beispiel schreiben müssen an die, keine Ahnung, radikalen Supporter vielleicht, weißt du? Dann hätte es weniger Interpretationsspielraum geben können, weil einige ist halt immer noch auslegbar, so also welche Meinung meint er denn? So, ne? Ja, aber wie gesagt, er hat den Fehler eingesehen, er hat den Tweet gelöscht.
Wollen.
Ja,
Er hat selber gesagt, war nicht gut, was willst du da weiter drauf
für
rumreiten,
Leute,
ne?
die, also für die Leute, das ist, um das mal kurz zu erklären, die Kinder da mit reinziehen und irgendwelche sexuellen Praktiken vor Kinder vorführen.
Leute, du hast es klargestellt, also ich will mich jetzt nicht davor verteidigen, dass ihr mich nicht bi findet oder so, ja, mir ist das egal. Also ich bin halt einfach so, wie ich bin, ist ja auch nichts Schlimmes, ist mir doch egal. Aber ich will trotzdem nicht sagen, dass mich das bi macht. Also wenn ich jetzt eine Transperson habe, die komplett weiblich aussieht, ja, sagen wir mal Ariana Grande mit Penis. Ich weiß nicht, ob mich das bi macht, Digga.
Weil sie denken, ja, das ist ja alles, wir müssen alle so weltoffen sein und hier und da.
Weil ich fühle mich ja nicht
das hat
von
auch nichts
Männern
alleine
angezogen, trotzdem
mit
nicht.
einigen aus der LGBTQI+-Community zu tun, sondern auch mit ganz normalen Leuten, die nicht in dieser Bewegung drin sind, die hetero
Doch, ja gut.
Ja, vor Kindern soll das nicht gemacht werden. Ja, so irgendwelche sexuellen Handlungen oder weiß ich nicht was.
Dark Rider, danke für den Tier 2 Sub, Digga. Vielen lieben Dank für deine Unterstützung.
Angeschaut haben.
Klar, es gibt auch die Sache mit Werbung für Online-Casinos, dies, das, ne, aber
Also ist ja in sich ein berechtigter Punkt, ne, dass man das kritisiert, aber halt, es ist halt die Frage, von wem es kommt, ne, und dann ist halt die Jacken sowas sagt, der Alkohol ja irgendwas.
den Punkt kennt jeder. Dazu ballert in Screws Tweets raus, die Unterrichtsmaterial sein könnten.
Eine Frau wird wohl das Champions League Finale kommentieren auf ZDF. Naja gut, da muss man halt Fußball ohne Ton schauen. Passt schon. Und das ist jetzt, oh mein Gott. Oh, wie tragisch! Oscuros hat einen Scherz gemacht! Oh mein Gott, Scherze in Deutschland! Nein, verbieten, Zensur! Der muss deplattformt werden!
Für sadistisches Verhalten.
Was hat er jetzt geschrieben? Kann mir jemand einen Filmtipp geben? Suche Genre, Action, Thriller, Doku. Sollte keine unrealistische Scheiße sein. Also kein Film, wo eine Frau angeblich der Superheld ist und alle Männer zusammenschlägt. So ein Blödsinn bitte gar nicht erst verlinken. Kurz, keine Science-Fictions. Warte mal ganz kurz. Ich darf mir jetzt als Konsument nicht mal mehr aussuchen, welche Filme ich gucken darf und welche nicht.
Naja gut, es geht ja eher darum, dass er sagt, dass das unrealistisch ist, ne? Es geht ja nicht darum, was für Filme er gucken möchte, sondern dass er automatisch, wenn jetzt eine Frau eine starke Persönlichkeit hat in dem Film, Lukas Pfanne, danke für den Tier 1 Sub, dass er das dann nicht gucken möchte, ne? Und ja, bei der Kommentatoren-Sache hat er auch recht gehabt, safe, ne? Also wie gesagt, mir persönlich ist es halt vollkommen egal, wer welches Fußballspiel kommentiert, ob Mann oder Frau, das ist mir vollkommen egal. Mir geht es einfach darum, dass der Job einfach gut gemacht wird, vollkommen egal, wer das macht. Und man muss einfach sagen, Claudia Neumann ist meiner Meinung nach, von dem, was ich so mitbekommen habe, einfach nicht dafür gemacht, solche Spiele zu kommentieren. Also die hat ja wirklich sau viele Fehler gemacht. Wir haben ja auch das Video von Mestor dazu geguckt. Also das war ja irgendwie, boah, ich weiß, stand 2-1 oder so im Finale oder 1-0, ich weiß es nicht. Und dann haben die ja in der 90. +5 irgendwie noch eine Ecke bekommen, also die hinten gelegen haben. Und die meinte dann irgendwie so, ja, der Trainer von der Mannschaft, die hinten liegt, fordert den Abpfiff. Ja, während dein Team gerade eine Ecke hat und 1-0 hinten liegt, wahrscheinlich fordert der gerade den Abpfiff so, weißt du, das sind so, wenn das jetzt mal einmal passiert, so, ja, dann kann man sagen, ja, okay, aber es sind ja so viele Fehler einfach passiert, ne, auch schon in Kommentatoren Funktionen von ihr davor, ja, weiß ich nicht, kann ich halt verstehen, ne?
Also ich darf jetzt nicht entscheiden, was für mich anspruchsvoll ist und was nicht, was unterhaltend ist. Das entscheidet jetzt wer? Team Jacken? Es haben ja sicherlich einige Leute hier, die dieses Video jetzt hier gucken und diese Thematik jetzt mitbekommen, war sicherlich einen Film gesehen, wo irgendeine Frau so auf Krampf in den Mittelpunkt gerückt wird, die dann irgendwie so 18 Männer kaputt schlägt und so. Das ist halt für mich einfach auf Krampf, man merkt es und das ist auch im Feedback, finde ich, lässt sich das widerspiegeln bei den ganzen Bewertungen und ich möchte mir solche Filme halt grundsätzlich einfach nicht mehr anschauen, weil meine Zeit mir dafür zu schade ist. Da steht nicht, ich verbiete, dass es solche Filme gibt. Da steht nicht, es darf nicht sein.
Ja, da würde ich auf jeden Fall mitgehen. Ich finde auch, also guck mal, so, das finde ich, guck mal, das ist so eine Sache, die ich heutzutage ein bisschen komisch finde bei Filmen und so, ja, aber erstmal die Kritik ans Groß, die ich auf jeden Fall geben würde, dass er es schon auch nicht so gut formuliert hat, sage ich mal, weil dann hätte man das anders sagen sollen, weil so klingt es tatsächlich so wie, ich will keine Frau in der Hauptrolle, die eine starke Persönlichkeit hat. Meinte er nicht so, sagt er ja auch selber, aber genauso liest es sich. So, ich finde generell, heutzutage ist es so, jeder Film muss einfach so super woke sein und das ist eine Sache, die ich einfach nicht verstehe. Weil, also ich bin natürlich auch dafür, dass von mir aus Minderheiten auf jeden Fall irgendwie mehr gesehen werden, auf jeden Fall. Ja, das ist super, ne? Mir ist es auch egal, ob der Hauptcharakter schwarz oder weiß ist, Mann oder Frau, das juckt mich einfach nicht. Der Film soll einfach gut geschrieben sein und so, du merkst halt heutzutage, dass es eigentlich nicht mehr darum geht, dass du ein gutes Endprodukt hast, dass der Film einfach unterhaltsam ist, sondern dass du aus Zwang 2, 3, 4, 5 Rollen hast und alles Mögliche irgendwie queere und minderheitenmäßig und so weiter mit drin sind. Und das ist das, was mich abfuckt. Weil, keine Ahnung, guck mal, zum Beispiel früher, ist jetzt natürlich nur so ein Beispiel, ne? Aber zum Beispiel Disneys Filme. So Filme ist einfach schwarz. So, ich habe das als Kind irgendwie mit 10 geguckt, Digga, ich habe das gar nicht hinterfragt. So, das war mir egal. Also ich habe da gar nicht die Frage gestellt, hey, wieso ist der schwarz, sondern die Hautfarbe hat ja gar keine Rolle gespielt. So, wisst ihr, wie ich meine? Der war halt schwarz und juckt halt einfach nicht. Ne? Oder keine Ahnung, bei dem Film Buzz Lightyear zum Beispiel, da ist am Anfang ja auch die beste Freundin von Buzz irgendwie ist lesbisch und da sieht man auch eine Szene, wo die sich küssen. So, das zum Beispiel ist auch, ja, also ist cool, so, das stört halt nicht. So, weißt du, das ist halt, ja, das ist gut. So, das passt da rein. Das wurde jetzt nicht einfach reingezwungen, sondern man hat einfach gesagt, hey, die hat halt eine Partnerin statt einem Partner. Und das war's. So, aber dann hast du zum Beispiel irgendwie jetzt hier diese Neuverfilmung von Schneewittchen und die sieben Zwerge, wo das auf einmal keine 7 Zwerge mehr sind, sondern irgendwie 7 diverse Leute. So, ein Zwerg und dann irgendwie 6 diverse. So, was soll das? Also, ganz ehrlich, anstatt dann irgendwelche alten Filme so krass zu verändern, einfach nur damit es irgendwie divers ist, Bruder, da mach doch einen neuen Film daraus. So, da mach doch was Neues, anstatt das Alte so komisch dazu zu verändern.
Ich will das nicht verlinkt haben, weil ich suche einen Film, wo es nicht darum geht, dass eine Frau halt alle Männer kaputt schlägt. So, wo ist das Problem? Und das ist frauenfeindliches Verhalten, hä? Und was hier, natürlich darf man eine Frau sachlich kritisieren oder sagen, wenn die und die Person was kommentiert, dann fühle ich das nicht vollkommen fein. Aber zu sagen, weil egal welche Frau auf der Welt ein Spiel kommentiert, gucke ich das nicht. Nee, Alter. Nein, also guck mal, die Sache ist einfach, Männer haben nun mal eine andere Stimmlage als Frauen. Ja, und selbstverständlich gibt es bestimmt auch irgendeine Frau, der ich gerne zuhöre von ihrer Stimmlage, die ein Spiel kommentiert. Ne? Das ist halt, für mich ist halt Fußball gucken eine Form der Unterhaltung und genauso ist es für mich wie bei Musik. Da muss ich mir auch denjenigen anhören, der ins Mikrofon singt und wenn ich keine feminine Stimme hören möchte, dann ist das mein gutes Recht. Ne? Also es war
ja, das ist aber okay,
eine Art
das
Scherz, andererseits
ja.
gefällt es mir auch einfach nicht. Also es gibt auch Frauen, die das natürlich gut können, dann habe ich auch per se damit kein Problem, aber das ist leider nun mal einfach der allerwenigste Teil, ja, für mich persönlich. Wenn ich sage, okay, da kommentiert eine Frau, okay, wahrscheinlich ohne Ton gucken, ja, ich verstehe jetzt nicht das Problem.
Ich habe es auch nicht verstanden, Filme, Genre, divers, etc., wozu die alten Filme umändern. Ja, vor allem, also ich weiß nicht, so das Ding ist, so zum Beispiel bei Disney oder so, jetzt so als Beispiel, ne, wenn du mal so schaust, zum Beispiel, keine Ahnung, hier die Neuverfilmung von Rapunzel hat auch einen starken weiblichen Charakter, also Rapunzel halt. Würde schon sagen, dass sie halt auf jeden Fall eine starke Persönlichkeit ist in dem Film. Das ist jetzt keine, die irgendwie dahinterher rennt. Bei Frozen hast du 2 starke weibliche Persönlichkeiten, ne? Anna und Elsa, die auch, boah, die ja wirklich so 10 von 10. Keine Ahnung, jetzt zum Beispiel bei Vajana hast du auch eine starke weibliche Persönlichkeit. Und bei allen, also ich finde alle 3 Filme super, Digga, guck ich super gerne an. So, da zum Beispiel, das ist nicht so dieses Reingezwungene, sondern die Filme sind einfach gut. So, egal, ob das jetzt ein Mann oder eine Frau ist in der Hauptrolle, du merkst halt einfach, dass es so egal ist, so wisst ihr, wie ich meine. Also, ne, die Filme sind einfach gut gemacht und ob da jetzt ein Mann oder eine Frau den Hauptcharakter hat, ist egal. Aber heutzutage ist so, nein, aus Zwang muss das jetzt aber eine Frau sein. Und dann passt das teilweise einfach, vielleicht auch gar nicht. So.
Und dementsprechend finde ich also auch scheiße, jetzt einen Skurrus hoch und heilig.
Auch da verbiete ich nicht und sage Frauen.
Arcane auch, safe, ja. Arcane auch, richtig geile Serie. Auch weibliche Hauptcharaktere. So, und ich glaube, das ist so das Ding, was auch so die weiß nicht, von mir aus so die Superlinken oder so nicht verstehen. Das hat Ria Nico jetzt auch gerade reingeschrieben. So, ich habe nichts dagegen, wenn ein Film eine starke Frau hat, das ist super, oder eigentlich ist es mir egal, aber theoretisch ist es halt super, ne, dass man auch, dass man sowas auf jeden Fall hat, ist sehr gut, ne, oder auch diverse Leute, wenn da Schwarze in den Hauptrollen sind oder, keine Ahnung, irgendwelche LGBTQ-Leute oder so, das ist alles super, aber es soll gut geschrieben sein. So, wenn es gut geschrieben ist und du merkst, hey, es passt alles in den Film komplett rein und wirkt nicht so, als ob man das da einfach reingepresst hat, weil man es musste, ist es super. Und ich glaube, das verstehen halt die Leute nicht, die das kritisieren.
Dürfen das nicht.
Dass man das
tue ich
doof
auch
findet.
nicht.
So.
Zu loben, weil er einmal im Recht ist. Weil es ist immer noch dieser Skurrus hier.
Also, tut mir leid, also bis auf den Tweet hier, also den hier, ne, den man durchaus kritisch betrachten kann hier, worüber ich auch selber sage,
Schabelschild
hey,
auch
das
immer noch,
war
ne?
nicht so gut geschrieben, das kann man missverständlich verstehen. Und ich möchte halt eben niemanden angreifen, deswegen habe ich den Tweet auch gelöscht, weil ich glaube, dass vielleicht dieser Tweet wirklich zu missverständlich getweetet worden ist von mir. Und ich muss mehr nachvollziehen können, dass nicht jeder, der meine Streams guckt, meine Tweets liest, sondern auch andere Leute diesen Tweet lesen können. Weswegen ich da halt in Zukunft halt besser drauf achten muss, zu sagen, okay, wie wirkt das auf Außenstehende, was ich
Du
tweete.
hast auch eine Neuauflage von der Schneekönigin aus den 60er Jahren. Das muss ja nicht schlecht sein. Also der Film ist ja trotzdem super.
Ne? Aber für die anderen Sachen, also da stehe ich komplett hinter. Ne? Verstehe ich jetzt nicht wirklich, wo das Problem ist.
Und Freunde, versteht mich nicht falsch. In der Gamescom-Thematik, wo Skurrus da mit seinem Selfie-Stick ein bisschen vloggt, hat ein Skurrus nichts falsch gemacht. Eine Shioka ist 100% in der Bringschuld, jetzt zu zeigen,
So hat er im Übrigen aber nicht geredet im ersten Video. Es ist eine große Heuchelei, was hier stattfindet.
was Skurrus da falsch gemacht hat und es irgendwie mit Indizien, mit Beweisen ankommen muss, damit man ihr halt glaubt. Bis eine Shioka mich vom Gegenteil überzeugen kann, glaube ich in diesem Fall einem Skurrus. Habe ich auch schon letztes Video gesagt. Aber das hat eben nichts damit zu tun, dass all diese ganzen anderen Sachen, die ein Skurrus tagtäglich macht, absolut scheiße sind.
Lass mal über deine Sachen reden, Tim Jacken. Du hast Sachen falsch dargestellt, du hast dich über mich lustig gemacht, du hast mich ad hominem angegriffen.
Schwache Text von Skurrus, ja, also ein paar Sachen habe ich auch kritisiert, mit anderen hat er recht. Ja, wie gesagt, er hat sich beim Pride Month einfach nicht mit Ruhm bekleckert, muss man sagen, ne? Konnte ja aber auch keiner wissen, dass plötzlich wieder so gut läuft und er nicht provozieren muss, um an Reichweite zu kommen. Ne?
Tatsachen. Und dann sitzt du da und sagst, ich bin der Böse wegen einer Meinung. Wir leben nun mal in einem Rechtsstaat. Wenn du ein Problem mit der Meinung hast, also das kannst du ja haben und sowas, ne? Aber so, I don't know, überleg mal lieber, was du tust, ne?
Ich switch halt nicht meinen moralischen Kompass und feiere jetzt
Ein moralischer Kompass ist solltest du ganz dringend mal selbst überdenken, ne? Während du mit dem Finger auf andere Leute zeigst.
Skurrus ab, nur weil irgendwelche losten Menschen verchecken, was ein Skurrus in Vergangenheit alles getwittert hat.
Ja, genau. Oder die Leute haben sich einfach meine Sachen langsam mal angeguckt, vor allem durch TikTok oder YouTube und haben mir einfach mal selber zugehört und haben gecheckt, dass eben dieses ganze absichtliche Darstellen gar nicht so ist und haben vielleicht auch mal mir zugehört, wenn ich über die Trans-Thematik gesprochen habe und haben selber herausgehört, dass ich gar kein Transfan bin und dass ich auch überhaupt nicht einer Transperson ihre Existenz abspreche, so wie du das hier darstellst. Völliger Blödsinn nämlich.
Transmenschen wollen einfach nur akzeptiert werden.
Ja.
Beziehungsweise
Okay.
nicht mal das. Sie wollen eigentlich primär, glaube ich, nur in Ruhe gelassen werden. Aber wenn sich halt eben jemand so krass der LGBTQ-Bubble entgegenstellt,
Nein, tue ich nicht. Also nochmal jetzt zu dem Tweet, da stand einige und da stand auch, by the way, Supporter. Ich habe den Tweet nicht so geschrieben, wie ich ihn eigentlich hätte schreiben wollen. Aber was soll der Take jetzt sein?
ja sorry Freunde, aber dann ist er einfach ein Arschloch. Checkt man meine Denkweise so ein bisschen?
Ja, safe.
Und dann fängt er mich jetzt hier an so zu beleidigen, weiß ich nicht. Ne? Weiß ich nicht.
Ja, gut, wie gesagt, also ich sehe das ja, was Skurrus da gepostet hat, halt auch sehr kritisch, ne? Also ja, kann sein, dass er sich oftmals vielleicht nicht so ausgedrückt hat, wie er es sollte, aber man kann halt schon sehr viel reininterpretieren und ja, das muss wie gesagt
Okay,
einfach
aber
nicht
ganz
sein.
kurz abschließendes Freestyle-Fazit von dem ganzen Thema hier. Warum KuchenTV mich da einen Titel genommen hat und sagt, ich würde Shioka verteidigen und das auch noch hetzend, check ich nicht. Ich
Ja, dass du es nicht verstehst, wundert mich wenig.
kann checken, dass es
Er ist richtig getriggert
von mir
jetzt.
nicht fühlt, ist okay. Ist vollkommen fein, so ich fühle auch viele Sachen, die er macht, nicht. Thema Skurrus, ja, er hatte in dieser Sache sehr, sehr wahrscheinlich recht, bis halt eine Shioka mich vom Gegenteil überzeugt. Aber abseits davon dürfen wir halt nicht vergessen, dass ein Skurrus einfach sich in sehr vielen Sachen sehr arschlochmäßig verhält und dementsprechend stehe ich halt auch zu dem Skurrus.
Es ist nicht jeder ein Arschloch, nur weil er eine andere Meinung hat. Jemand das wie dir zu erklären, unmöglich wahrscheinlich, ne? Ja, guck mal Leute, wie gesagt, Tim Jacken hat, wir werden darüber, jetzt hat Tim
Ja
Jacken,
gut,
du
ja, wie
bekommst
gesagt, andere Meinungen, ne? Dab, Dankeschön für den
wieder
Tier
meine-
1 Sub ist halt, ne, die Post fand ich auch nicht gut. Ne?
Aufmerksamkeit,
Also,
meine kleine Aufmerksamkeit. Werden wir uns mal ein paar alte Sachen nochmal von dir rausziehen und demnächst in den Streams besprechen. wenn
da hab ich
wieder
Lust
zurück
drauf.
auf Twitch bin. Und dann werden wir den Leuten einfach mal zeigen, was du für einen Blödsinn getalkt hast. Meine Zuschauer werden sich das vielleicht nicht nochmal geben können, dein ganzes Gelaber. Aber wir werden nochmal auf die Sachen reacten, was du schon damals gemacht hast. Und dann werden wir einfach mal zeigen, wer hier tatsächlich derjenige ist, der ein größeres Problem darstellt. Ne? Abschließend kann ich nur mal sagen, Leute, glaubt bitte nicht dieser ganzen Propaganda. Ich spreche keiner Transperson ihre Existenz ab. Die Leute sagen das die ganze Zeit und selbst wenn du sagst, nein, ist nicht so und ich möchte das auch nicht, stellen die sich auch nicht hin und sagen, ey cool, der hat das und das gesagt, oder hey, der hat das gelöscht, der wollte nicht. Die Leute versuchen nur auf Krampf etwas negativ darzustellen. So als wenn es denen gerade so passen würde, dass es jemand gibt, der aus denen ihrer Sicht transfeindlich ist und dir zu brandmarken, der muss so sein, der soll so sein, weil dann haben wir auch weiterhin Grund und sowas. Ich finde das nur noch erbärmlich. Mehr kann ich dazu nicht sagen. Ne? Aber gut, was haben wir auch erwartet? Tim Jacken ist halt nicht mal im Ansatz im Kuchen-TV. Ist halt.
Danke, Mann.
Naja, gut.
Das war ein
war's von mir,
Ritterschlag.
Leute. Wir sehen uns zum nächsten Video. Ich hoffe, euch hat das Video gefallen.
Ja, wie gesagt, also da muss ich Scrolls jetzt auch mal in 1, 2 Punkten auf jeden Fall kritisieren. Ich denke, beide hatten da so ein bisschen ihre Punkte. Ich habe ja zu den Tim Jacken-Video habe ich ja auch geantwortet in meinem Cake News, ne? Und von daher ist das Thema, denke ich mir, auch beendet. Wollte mir ja trotzdem da auf jeden Fall nochmal die Sicht von Scrolls auf jeden Fall angucken. Dankeschön, halt den Mund für den Prime-Sub und dann gehen wir jetzt alle auf die 1.
That's my point. I think in a world full of people that are trying to like drive you to be like they are and other things and in a bunch of these environments, like it's really scary to lose like the things that make you you. You know, like it's the thing that works the best. And I'm proud of who I am, and even in my worst times. And I want to lose that. You know, I think color and personality with people is very almost rare. I want to protect whatever they have, the things that make me me, you know?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. God, I know so many random pop culture analogies for these problems. But like, there are things that make you you, but it's not like an autistic dedication to waking up an hour before a chess tournament with your face like carpet indentations on your face, right? Or it's not having like 20 because
feels that way.
It might feel that way, but you can probably find a million losers for every XQC that have all of your habits, right? But the thing that's making them different from you isn't like the fact that they're late to chess tournaments or, you know, miss flights or wake up at 6 p.m. or have night terrors or, you know, right? So yeah, I can understand sometimes people get worried.
Okay,
like,
that was a pretty smart thought. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Like there is probably a better version of like, I feel like you think the best version of yourself is where you take like your quirks and you max out the autism level on all of your quirks.
Well, I don't know on purpose, but yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, but in reality, the best version of yourself is probably pulling back on those quirks just a little bit because the underlying things that make you interesting or unique, like those quirks might result from that, but that's not what does it. Right? There's a lot of autistic people out there that just play games and are losers and sleep on the floor and blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, I think that was pretty well put. Yeah, I agree with that.
Do you talk about, have you figured your romance life out at all, or is that like a nightmare? Or?
No, it's on a complete fucking halt. I think it took me a lot of time to be an adult. I think being an adult isn't as easy as it sounds when it comes down to like just mental focus and just being in tune with yourself. And I think as much as I want to be like the Chad Lord that's fucking that isn't affected by things and just does everything, which I think in terms of action and keeping up with everything, I think I do pretty decent at doing, right? Which is like keeping afloat with everything and just, but like I never allow myself to properly heal or move on. And a lot of these things they begin mentally when you just when you tell yourself the healing starts when it starts, you know. And I don't think this when you're not like healed or when you're not ready, I think it's a bad spot to start building new things and do stuff. And I think I'm okay with if that lasts like maybe years, you know. I think that's okay to say. Like people feel those ways as well. I think that's reasonable. Sometimes it takes years.
Okay, but in order for those things to change, at some point that's going to require like deliberate effort from you to change it, right? It's not going to.
Yeah, it's one door. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Deliberate as in what? As in like. I meant more for like mentally like healing in order to like begin something new and start thinking about new other things and really giving things a chance. Like for things to work out, you have to really give them a chance. But you know, like and I have to like heal a part of myself to get there. And I think I've overplayed to myself and others how much I did that. And I have to.
Are you taking like? Do you feel like you're taking deliberate steps right now to do that like healing process? Like, is that something you think you're actually working on? Okay, that's good.
Yes, and I think a lot of that is stop getting worse. I think the first step to doing better is to stop getting worse. Literally, I mean, it sounds simple, but you have to understand what makes things worse. Right? In order for you to stop doing them, you have to identify what makes you worse.
What's an example of like a behavior that you thought was like making you worse that you feel like you've gotten better at now?
I can't.
They,
I mean, some of these make me like kind of vulnerable. Like I don't want to like say it on stream. It's gonna.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna get cooked for it. You know how the internet is. I'm not gonna do that. Okay. How can I even say that anyway? Let's say, man, this is kind of tough actually.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, like how breakups can be, right? Like even slightly like being dumb and like looking at what other people are up to, shit like that, right? I think it's like a terrible behavior, right? And I had to stop myself from doing that, like way back. But at first, I didn't identify that as like something that stops you from doing better, right? Yeah. It's a pretty bad pattern, and it's counterintuitive, right? It does the exact opposite. Does it not?
Yeah, I agree. If you're talking about like one of the biggest piece of advice you give to people in breakups and everything is that like you have to stop checking all social media.
Yeah,
of, like,
exactly.
Yeah. But that could be really hard.
And that's hard when you're streaming because when everybody's putting it in your face all the time, it's very annoying, right? But I understood that like doing the deliberate steps it is to get away from that and not do it, identifying what those are and doing better, I think is an important part of the process. And because in the end, it's not about like where I'm going or what I want to do. It's more about like who I want to be and doing better. And that can mean a lot of things. And I just want to be a better person and I want to like improve overall. And I think that comes from like doing the right thing sometimes, you know, like just doing the correct move and not coping and doing other shit that's like like maybe like this time one time, maybe next time I'll do it better or whatever. Like just doing better.
True. Yeah, doing better is always good. Yeah.
No, but like actually, not like the cope of like, well, I'm doing this just to do better. Like really targeting it. And does that make sense?
A little bit. When you talk about these things, if you can, you try to use like one or two examples. I know it's hard, but it grounds out what you're saying a lot. I think it's good.
Yeah, like checking in is one of those things. Stop. Just I know maybe this only works for me. Stop making new connections with new people and stop holding on to hope that things will be different or things will be healed in a certain amount of time and I'll be able to have something at that point, right? Just really, just putting a stop to all of it and just working on myself and just putting myself and the focus again, not other people, especially in that time where like everyone wants a piece of something, you know, like, does that make sense?
I think so. So rather than deliberately fixing things that you're dealing with for yourself, stop hoping that you're just going to meet a new person that's going to make everything fall into place without any work on yourself, and they're just going to fix everything.
Okay, yeah. Yep. my fucking god at this game. It's kind of insane, actually. Oh my! I can't believe we're actually gonna lose this. I played so well. What are the examples or the topics about that?
How do you feel like your relationship with your family is?
All right.
It's all right. Nothing weird. A lot of people that I've talked to that have, and obviously you don't have to share more than you want to, but a lot of people that I've talked to, me included, sometimes earning more money complicates a lot of pre-existing familiar relationships in really negative ways, and that can have like really negative downstream effects on you and the people around you.
I mean, I'm old. They're kind of old, so like in a lot of ways, I just send them like endless vacations. Like they want money for something, they can just have it. It's not a big deal. Like with the amount of money that I haven't made, it's like how much is sending mom to fucking to Europe or like on a cruise? It's fucking nothing. So they just go on infinite vacations. And I mean they don't really ask for much. I mean I buy them shit, but like they don't have to ask. Like I'll buy them stuff out of kindness, but like I don't. Like they all have like beat up cars. I bought everybody a car. Those one of the things that like. I don't know. I think they get it. I think they're chill.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't find currently much fulfillment in like talking to family and in a therapeutic way or whatever. It's just not like the type of relationship I have with them. So that's like.
Do you feel like really disconnected from your family? Do you feel like they understand you at all? Or
100%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm disconnected for sure. Yeah.
Do you have siblings?
Yeah, brother.
Do you have any relationship with him, or like how far apart are you from age?
3 years. We're like really close, but I don't really talk to him about like problems and stuff. I kind of try not to. Like I only good things, and I try to. I'm too driven right now. I don't want to like I'm just kind of mostly like waiting when things are like easier or simpler, so I could do stuff with them and whatnot. Right? It's kind of like I'm doing now. And he's doing his thing. I mean, he has his own adult life, Like I don't want to yeah. I'm not trying to force anything. Does that make sense?
You're not a what anything?
I'm not trying to force anything. Like more interaction than I should, or like I just kind of coast it, and I think it's pretty okay. What else?
Do you have any outside stream friends, like people that you here's something that I've kind of noticed. I realize this way too late in life. It actually feels kind of strange. Sometimes I feel like friends or family, I feel like they're kind of like roots, or you can say credit history, and that sometimes it's nice to measure friendships just in how long you've known somebody. Like if you have a friend that's like 14 years old, like you've had the friendship for 14 years, or a 14-year-old friend if you want to go that route. It's nice to be able to have somebody that can like reach that far back into your life, to have somebody to like connect with. Do you feel like you have any friends like that, or are all of your friends like new like streaming friends?
I gotta think about it.
Like, do you have anybody you talked to that you went to like high school with, or grade school, or?
No. Maybe one that I don't really talk to him, because I mean I just don't talk to him. Yeah. I have a couple of streamer ones that I've been there at the beginning. Like, as cool as it sounds, like the people initially that hosted me, with like whatever amount of viewers, like 1,000 viewers or whatever, when I was really small, when I was nothing, these people actually ended up being the most caring. Mendo's one of them. But then,
wait, what was the word you just said? Mendelundeman?
Mendo's one of them. It's one of my friends, Mendo.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
He hosted me when I was like a nobody, pretty much. So like he's seen like the nothing and the rise, and it's never changed him.
Do you do a lot of things with these people, or? Sometimes
No.
I notice that I have a bad habit where I'll have good people in my life that would probably be good to talk to, but like I have them and I can think about them, and if somebody asks me like, oh yeah, that's a good person, but I never actually like make an effort to reach out, and I kind of like self-sabotage. Do you do the same thing, or?
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh yeah, I don't talk to any of these motherfuckers.
What do you think keeps you from ever like reaching out and talking to these people?
Just like, I don't know, maybe like guilt or something like that, like, or like,
Like, do you feel like a burden on them? Do you think they just won't give a fuck? Do you feel guilty because you're more successful? Do you like, what is the?
a little bit. Also, I don't want to like admit to certain weaknesses. Sometimes like, some battles are my own, and when I have all the battles that are on my own, and then I get like parents and they're like, oh yeah, we'll be there for you, like we'll show up, and I'm like, no, like, and I don't want them to be there for it because I'm an adult and there are things that I have to face myself. These are battles that I have to take on my own, and I don't want anybody near it, you know. I try to isolate some of these things, and I think some unhealthily and some healthily, right? But I think it's an important process for me to deal with it on my own.
Do you have anybody that goes to you for help or advice?
Yeah.
Does it feel good when you're able to help people?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it feel better when you're able to help somebody that like you respect or look up to, that they would come to you for help or something?
Yeah, it feels fulfilling for sure. Yeah, because sometimes like I feel like some people do things that that I could take my own advice on, and I would never do for myself, and they do it and it works for them, and that gives me a little bit of like cope juice.
Something I noticed for people that hit like certain levels of success is you have a very weird complex to where you're holding two incongruent thoughts in your head at the same time. One is that you feel kind of burdensome, or it feels troubling to reach out to people for help for your problems because you feel like either they're not going to be interested, or it's just too much of a burden, or you feel
no, they're always interested. My problems are interesting. Unfortunately, that's how it is.
Sure, but I
feel
like,
they always want to. Yeah, go ahead.
But I feel like if somebody reaches out to you and is able to help you with a problem, if assuming it's somebody you like, you're not going to think negatively of that person, right? But it feels like you feel like they would think negatively of you for doing the same thing that you'd appreciate them doing for you. No, do you understand?
No. If I don't reach out, I do. It's all really like self-inflicted or self-report. Like I always like, if I want you, I do it. If I don't, I don't. But there's no like thought behind it that stops me or makes me do it. Does that make sense? It's pretty free for all in that realm. Does that make sense or not?
No. What do you mean? Can you explain that? As in, like, your problems are just like, you think they're just like dumb things that you do that are like.
No, I don't feel like a burden to go on them. I don't feel like there's no real thought behind it. Like I've reached out to people, and I think about it right now. I'm like, how did I feel when I was about to reach out to them, whatever? And I feel nothing. I feel like
So
like if I want help, I can do it, and there's no problem with it, and there's no problem.
Sure, and I can understand that feeling, that you feel like it won't make a difference or whatever, but do you ever feel that way, reach out to somebody, talk to them, and afterwards you do feel a little bit better, or no?
A little bit, maybe, but I think I get mixed signals because of the distraction it gives me, not really the healing from it or like the good thing from it, you know?
Do you think building a habit out of that might make it like a more healing thing? Like, for instance, if you go to the gym just one time, it's actually like a really shit experience. You're super sore afterwards. It's not fun. It's just like whatever. But if you continue to do it over and over again, right? Kind of like basically doing training for relationships, that if you go to talk to somebody one time, maybe it like kind of feels good, but then you're like, I don't know, maybe it's just because I fucking vented on somebody, I like, you know, trauma dumped, and maybe it's not even real or whatever. But if you continue to build that relationship, then like over time, not only is it somebody you can kind of trust because you develop like an actual relationship with them where they get feedback on your problems and they give you advice, you can also, when you share future problems, they've got like a good frame of reference because they can kind of relate it back to things you've told them in the past, you know?
Yeah. Yes. I have that, and I do that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like right now, I'm guessing, I don't know, but I'm guessing right now that if you do go and you have a problem and you want to tell somebody something, there's probably like an hour of backstory that you have to catch up for, like.
Yeah. Some people know, but they don't know about everything. Nobody has the full. Nobody has the full story. There, nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody knows everything. There's too much.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the people. I feel like maybe I've shared in the past too much with people that shouldn't have been shared that much with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that maybe that's shunning from doing it more.
Sure, that's fair. That's where
I just have to be more careful with it next time.
That's where the having like the tendrils that go really far back help, right? Because like a friend that you've known for like 12 years is probably not gonna fuck with you too much, but like people that you've just made in the streamer world, streamer friends are really hard because because everything's on a knife's edge, right? Like if a certain streamer doesn't like you, you might find that you're like missing like 5 friends all of a sudden, or like stupid stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, you don't want to tell them like exactly how it is either, because like, you know how it is. Like, you don't know when somebody's gonna play it as a card, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This guy is really, really mad at me.
Which guy? Are you in Overwatch?
Well, yeah, it's just this guy. I'm getting sniped a lot because I'm doing a challenge to rank up faster. And I'm playing against snipers, and this guy is a fucking loser. He said in chat, I'm a loser, I'm ugly, bitchless, employless, and I'm in your game because I want attention. Fuck me. He didn't say that, but that's what he wants to say.
Oh, someone in my chat just said the Genji is stream sniping. I don't know.
Yeah, he is.
Genji. Wait, are all the? I'm sorry, I just don't know. Are all the heroes in Overwatch 2 from Overwatch 1 as well? Is that true?
Well, what's up?
Is it all the same? Is it all the same heroes as well?
Yep.
Wait, well, I don't. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna ask questions. Okay, I don't understand. Jeez. Oh, McCree is gone. Oh, wait, was that the guy with the voice actor that did bad things or something? I don't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah, damn. Do you feel like you have like a revolving door of people in your life in terms of meeting new people, getting bored of them, moving on? Or do you feel like it's like relatively stable, or?
No, I mean, I'm a streamer, right? So, I mean, I'll say that I was gonna say aware like me, and they try to relate, but like, absolutely fucking not. I mean, I'm a streamer at the end of the day, right? So like, that's completely out of balance. I told you one thing that'll get maybe it was a good warning, like a warning that was very ahead of the curve. Meeting people, like I thought maybe meeting a Norman, like somebody who doesn't really know much about my world or knows nothing about me, you know, would be good. And it was like a lesson at no cost almost, where I just went out one time with this girl, and like we're just gonna go out like get any eat or something like that. Okay, it's whatever. It's some very hollow shit. It's not. And then she asked my address, and I gave her the address, and I didn't really click it at the time. And then she pulled up, and then I have a nice house over there, and then she saw the house, and I could just kind of feel like it kind of shifted. Does that make sense?
Yeah, the equivalent is like sometimes when I meet new people, I'll be kind of a little bit vague. I'm like, oh, I do YouTube or whatever. Yeah. But then as soon as they like see the channel and they see the numbers, like the dynamic can shift a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought, I was like, okay. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you gotta be. But I mean, like I said, it's a lesson at no cost. I think it's a big lesson and a very, very small cost that could be really bad down the line if it was something I really, really wanted or really cared about. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah, the thing that's challenging that I kind of mentioned before is it's like that Venn diagram of people that are in the streamer world or out of the streamer world. Like they have like the traits that you want in people, they're not going to have because of the worlds that we inhabit. When I was in LA for 3 years, when I did my Tinder, I removed all of my socials from it because I just wanted to meet like real life normal human beings that didn't know everything about me and all that shit, and it was just more interesting to me. And there were 2 people that I met that I had a good time with that I was pretty happy about. But I noticed that like talking to people in like the normal world, it's like an alienating experience like from the online world because you can't really talk about any part of yourself. Anything
at all. And then if you talk about anything at all, you'll sound like you're fucking mental and you have a problem with your brain.
Like telling people like so right now there's like 7,000 people online that think I'm a neo-Nazi, and it's like a neo-Nazi, what do you, and it's like, well, it's like political stuff, like you don't understand. Like they say people think I'm also like a pedophile because of something I said online like 10 years ago. I'm like, a pedophile? Like what do you like? And it's just like you can't. There's like no way. Like why are people sending you death threats? And it's like, well, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. You're getting death threats. Isn't that really weird? It's like, well, no. It's kind of like
they will never get it. They'll never get it.
Yeah.
And then imagine so some guy in the real world that make like $12 an hour, and you said like and you tell him like, this guy gave me $25 and he said this and that. Fuck that guy. He's like, oh, but he gave me money though. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, okay, well, dude, like, you start having to do it. Like, you know how it is.
Yeah, that's a That's a
like,
rough
you
one.
can explain it. You would have to spend like a day to explain how that works to somebody. They'll never get it.
When you meet, for like new people that you meet, for girls or whatever, is it just people that reach out to you, or do you go to like a specific? Like...
Oh no, I have not met anybody new ever since months now.
Oh, you just don't give it. Okay. Well.
No, like I'm not gonna like accuse you. Actually, 2 days ago, I was like, you know what? I never look at all my DMs. I always look at like who's talking to me, right? Who's like sending me a DM, or who am I responding to? And I looked at it and I was like, you know what? Like I keep scrolling down. There's nobody. There's no girl, no new girl, there's just nothing. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. And I just realized that I don't know, like something in my head clicks. I'm usually like pretty like over that shit. Like I you know, like respond or reply or like DM people, but I haven't talked to anybody, and I don't feel a need to either. It's just been kind of odd.
How many people do you think on average you talk to in a day, not including your chat?
Like 4. Honestly, I've been trying a lot to I've been thinking about making a new Discord and just leaving it all behind, and just starting fresh entirely, because a lot of people like just useless DMs that don't lead anywhere for nothing. Almost just like they just want to like check in on gossip or something like that, and it's just like I get way more DMs than I should be getting, and it just annoys the fuck out of me.
Yeah, you probably don't like keeping up with those, I guess. Yeah. Are there any other big like streamer people? Like it seems like a lot of people are keen to kind of like group up with people and be in like OTK and, you know, these kinds of like words, or work together with like Ludwig and his podcast or whatever. Are there any other like groups of streamers or people that you want to like work with or do things, or? I
really enjoy spending time with Ludwig. I think Ludwig, like, he kind of gets it. But me and him are not the same operating people at all. Like I said, I'm very execution based. I'm very like, for me, the plan is irrelevant, but for him, the plan is everything, right? So me and him do not connect on it at all whatsoever. Like I do not get him, and he does not get me. Like it's fire and water, which is kind of good at the same time if you think about it. Is it so opposite, right? That there's so much to learn and share. Right?
I mean, there can be, right? Different people can learn a lot from each other and complement each other's weaknesses, or different people can drive each other fucking crazy and hate each other. It just depends on the differences, right?
Yep.
But I mean, it sounds like you guys enjoy each other's company, even though you're quite different from each other, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think he sees me as a partial liability sometimes as well, so I don't know. Fair enough, to be honest. I'm not even like a... Bro, I'm not even like being like a... Like, oh my god, is that happening to me? I'm just saying, like, I think everybody does, to be honest. I mean, I'm unreliable, and shit blows up everywhere I go, and people know that. And I don't blame them for like thinking anything about it.
Are you enjoying the chess stuff you're doing recently?
Yeah, I think it's kind of giving me like something to do, and I like just sending it on things that I want to do. I'll look at the chase chat.
When you wake up in the morning, do you feel like driven to do anything, or is it just streaming?
Oh, yeah, streaming. I feel very driven to do something. I've always had that though. Like, it doesn't matter. I get up and I just go, but whatever that is.
Are there any new games you're looking forward to at all, or?
No.
No. Do you think you'd ever spend like a ton of money on, not a submarine trip, I guess, but maybe like a spaceship trip?
Absolutely not.
Really? What? Because like risk of death, or just no interest, or?
It's zero interest, like actually zero.
Is there any kind of sight that you want to see in the world, like mountains, or any nature shit, or?
I will get my leg fixed and go to like the big snow parks and big snow hills that I dreamt of when I was really, really young.
Legs.
Do
you have like a leg injury thing right now, or?
Yeah.
A lot of twitchers. Okay. Neither Omega lol, neither Omega lol, neither Omega lol. Ooh, that guy got banned.
What happened?
What?
What happened?
Oh, I was just reading your chat, and some guy got banned. Rip to that dude.
Go back to what?
I don't know, I'm not a fucking mod.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever tried to collab or reach out to any YouTubers?
No, I think most YouTubers are interesting, boring, stupid, and...
It's a big world out there. Most streamers are boring and stupid, to be fair, right?
And that is actually spot on. You're correct about that.
I feel like you have, because you're like arguably the largest streamer, or the most viewer hours at least, right? Like you could probably have big penetration into the YouTube world. Like, have you ever thought like you could collab with like Mr. Beast or something, maybe, no? Or Sniper XXX, whatever that girl, right?
And then okay, and then what would be the motive, and then what would be the end game of that? Like, what's the?
It would just be really fucking funny content.
You think so?
To see you do like kid reacts with that XXX Sniper Wolf person or whatever the fuck, I feel like that'd be funny as fuck. You might fucking hate it, but your fans would like it.
Bro, I feel like, you know, this is gives you an opportunity to do.
What?
I like you'll think this is some psycho shit. I like making just a full like personality up on the fly, right? Not personality, but like what do I do for life? I've touched this a bunch of times when I get into Ubers, and I just give them like a load of dog shit on like what I do for a living and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought like all these people don't really know me how I'm like behind camera or whatever the fuck, right? So like kind of fun to think that I could be anything I want, right? Like if we make a video, right, and I start acting it in a certain way, right? Like you get it though, right? Like I can act whatever I want, and for them, like that's just who I am, you know? I think it's kind of funny. Like
yeah, in the social games, like they're not gonna call you out on.
Yeah. So if I do the kid react and I'm really fully into it, and I go full NPC mode. I mean, shit, that's kind of funny. That's funny content, is it not?
I mean, yeah, I think it would be, yeah. But yeah, I don't know how much research they would do on you beforehand, but yeah, I think it'd be good shit. Or one of those fucking Minecraft YouTubers or whatever. My son used to watch that shit when he was like 5 or 6. I don't even remember their names. Dude, I didn't know like any of these people existed, but then I would look at his like playlist because I'm making sure he's not looking at any of that weird Elsa shit when he was younger. And it's like all these random like 4Kids Minecraft YouTubers that all have like fucking 5 million subs and shit on YouTube. I don't even know these people. They use like kid voices and they're like, I'm like, oh my god, these guys are like.
There's hundreds of them,
Making the Stampy, that was one of them. Yeah, was it Stampy? Yeah, that guy. He talks like this, guys, and he's like really happy and all that shit or whatever.
That's funny.
I think it was.
If he does that, I respect that a lot. I think.
Before we get into the video, I just wanted to.
I wanted to become an animator one time for summer camp, and I did an interview. I killed it, but they got mad at me because I wasn't singing the songs. Shut up, man. I'm sharing, man. I'm just kidding.
Because you didn't sing the songs? Was this fucking camp art cult, or what the fuck were you supposed to be singing?
Like you need to know all the games and all the whatever for the kids, right? Because I want to be summer camp instructor, right?
Yeah.
And when it came down to the part for like the songs, these teens or young adults that wanted those jobs, they knew all the songs, and they started singing them, right? And like, let's say you guys are in practice, like let's just pretend that there's kids and we're gonna do activities, and they go na 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 na, and they start singing the songs, and I'm like, I didn't sing a single one of them, and I was like I can't fucking do this shit. I don't know the lyrics. I don't. This is cringe as fuck.
Do you think? Are you doing, oh God, are you doing the lying thing right now?
No, I'm not.
Oh,
And then
okay.
I ended up not getting the job.
Damn, that's brutal. You were literally the guy from the meme, like standing in the corner of the room, like everybody else is out there partying, and the thought bubble is like they don't know that in 6 years I'm gonna be kicked out of Overwatch for being homophobic. You were that guy. They had no idea. You were a treasure that they completely passed up on. Wait, actually, I'm curious about the Overwatch shit. Did you feel like your fucking life was ending when that event like happened, or did you not give a fuck, or were you like, I can focus on streaming? Or?
I was so driven. I had to fire my eyes back then. There was no doubt I was gonna make it regardless. Whatever I did. I coped for at least a day though. I'll be honest with you. Like, people look back, or I look back at this, and I think these are the times in your life where literally every hour matters, right? And you can't doubt. Any ounce of doubt, and you're done. It's over. You get overwhelmed, and you're gonna lose belief, and you're just gonna die. Like your career will die, right? And I didn't take a day off, but I remember like I got kicked out. I was out of options. I coped for one day. They told me like, yeah, we're done, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll talk to the president of the company, and then I'll do that, and maybe they'll get me back in. Maybe I don't have to make the announcement. Like I can sit in the league. Next day, it just kind of it was announced, and I kicked in like, this isn't happening, right? And we're GG.
Yeah.
And at that point, I switched gears, and I'm like, okay, then we're gonna make it regardless. And then I went to Variety and did a bunch of shit, and it panned out. But it took a lot of focus and a time of like being upset, being surprised, being a bunch of feelings. I'm pretty proud of myself in the way that like it was a lot to handle, and I had not only to handle, I had to perform pretty good doing it, and I kind of went hard, to be honest. So, props to me. And now I could buy the whole fucking league, and turn that into my fucking garage league. Fuck them.
True. Do you one of the things that's really sad that I always tell to streamers whenever they're going through like big drama or whatever, that's like really hard for a lot of people to realize, is that like anytime people are going through big drama, I always tell people like, listen, like take a day or two to figure it out, but you have to go back to streaming. I know many people that they
really?
quit. Yeah, because they end up quitting, right? Because the cycle that people fall into is they get discouraged because there's a huge event that happens, then they take like weeks off, and that's already like, but if I see somebody do like, they're done, they're not coming back. I didn't think Mizkit was going to come back, because then you come back and you start streaming, and the first thing you get is that same hate because you haven't streamed in like a month, and that's all people remember you for, and then you shut it off, and then you repeat that like 3 or 4 times, and it's just less viewers every time, all you see is the hate, and you just like, you're mentally like fucking destroyed.
Yes. You know what's crazy though, that you've told that, if you actually said that as advice to people, I guess not a coincidence, I guess you just get it like I do. I've told every person you can think of, even small streamers out there, anybody you can think of that this happened to them, I told all of them in DMs, out of the blue, DM request. They don't even follow me on Twitter. I send them a DM, I'm like, dude, you have to go live.
Yeah.
I'm like, brother, I don't give a fuck what you have to do. I'm like, yeah, I get it, you're going through it, and I get that. I'm like, if you want a career out of this, and you want this to matter, you hit the button, and you just have to. And you know what, dude? Only like, I think one person did out of all of them. Nobody actually did it. Actually, I'm lying.
Hold on,
Zero.
No,
There's zero.
Dude, I have sent these exact, like, check your names. Bro, I have sent these messages, exactly what you're saying, to so many people. That, like, because I see that they've stopped, and I'm like, oh no. Do you see the picture I just sent you?
Oh my god,
I have sent these messages to so many people, like, bro, you gotta go live. And they stop, and then they give up, because, like, the drama is too much. Yeah. Oh, man, yeah, I've had the...
I told the Mitch Jones and a bunch of other people, bro, I have at least 10, at least. All the streamers that you can think of, that were like going to drama and shit like that. I didn't give a fuck, okay, if I agreed or not about what they did. It didn't matter, okay. Like, I think there's value. Dude, it was just like, go live, just send it, like you have to, because you're gonna crush yourself. And bro, I'm not kidding. Nobody did.
Yep. No. Like, no, they don't.
Wait, you too? Never?
No, they don't. No. Most of the people that I've given this advice to, they didn't do it. They're like, oh, I'll try it. Oh, blah 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 blah. And then, yeah.
I was trying to give chat like some sort of hope by lying. Okay, I was gonna lie. I was gonna say like
Yeah,
I was gonna say 1 did, but it's 0. Nobody did.
No, they don't. Don't do it.
Damn, I'm actually kind of surprised that you're at 0 too then.
Yeah, and then I'm sad because every now and then I'll like check on like Twitch tracker to like see do these people ever try, and you'll see like 6 hours of streaming over the past like 4 months, and they tried to, and it's like, ugh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why for me it was like, it was this super important process. Just fucking send it, because especially when you're not wrong, or you're not like people want you to fall more for something, like you gotta owe it to yourself, like, you know, you gotta owe it to yourself to continue. If you're not wrong, or you didn't do something bad, whatever, and then or you've fixed the problem or the process, of like, dude, let's fucking, you have to go, man. You gotta go. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I know chat. Mitch is live every day, but I would hate to claim credits from him, but I told him to go live way earlier than that.
Is he actually live, or is he on the Watch Me Blink channel?
Watch Me Blink, but he does that because of promo shit.
Yeah, what's up with all these streamers with the... Because Asmongold does it too on that Zach channel.
Yeah, I know.
It's like so funny that like it's like this simulacrum where like you hide from yourself in this metaphorical sense, but streamers do it like in action. It's not metaphorical. They actually create like alternate Twitch channels. Like it somehow changes their engagement with the world. That's just so funny to me that it's like that it actually manifests in a very real way. Like sometimes I feel like I'm wearing a mask. Like 500 years ago that would be like a Shakespeare play, but today it's like Today I'm not Asmongold. I'm picking fun of Asmongold, but really a lot of streamers do this. Like I'm not this guy. I'm on my other account. It's like way different now, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. When in fact, it's all just a dumbed down version of themselves. That's more lazy. That's it. There's no.
Maybe. Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, I do have extras offline, but chat. Sometimes at night I was lazy and I felt like I wouldn't talk to chat, so I just go live on a channel. I don't think he's a. See, this is what I'm with my chat sometimes is that they want to hate so bad they won't even listen to the scenario going on the screen or on the stream, and it'll just say either says you or you whatever when they're not even listening. They're not even listening. They're not even listening. Right? And they're talking about the second channel that I have as like we just got you, dude. We just got you because you have one, right? When the whole point of it was that it just whenever I'm out of juice, I want to talk to chat. Well, I'm not gonna go to the main channel. I'm just being lazy. Like, I would just start like COD and just rip the channel. It's not as an escape of the other channel. Like, it's an extension, not an escape. I wish we understood